Alrighty, folks at home, we hope you're having a fantastic day in your neck of the woods. To kick things off here, let's get a one in the chat. We should be live here. It's a cold night, so we're not going to go for too long, but it is the reality of it. So let's get a one in the chat and wake you guys up. IAD's in the house here tonight. Well, at least we got one participant. IAD is in here, and he is wide awake and is listening, and it's what we love to see. As we kick things off here in a way that hopefully makes sense. But the chat rate's a little slow here tonight. Not sure what's going on with this Biden energy. This Sleepy Joe energy is carrying over from 2024. And, we thought as we head into the new year that would change, but I guess not. Looks like we got a brand new subscriber. Looks like we got a brand new subscriber here. We got Lord Gaming in here. Well, we're not going to go for too long, probably an hour. If we want to go longer than that, we'll have to make it make sense, but it's pretty chilly out here, although I'm getting kind of hot. But nonetheless, it is cold out here. It's below freezing, so... If the chat can't handle it tonight, then we'll just wrap it up early. You guys had 30 minutes to kind of figure your thoughts out and come in here with some energy, but I don't know what you guys have been doing for the last 30, 40 minutes, but we're just not seeing what we would like to see here in this chat. It's not moving. Ask Creed Shadows got delayed today. Yeah, and I think that's a sign of things to come for GTA 6. Ask Creed Shadows was supposed to come out in February. Yeah, now they pushed it back to March. So about a month delay, I believe, for Ask Creed Shadows, which isn't that big of a deal, but nonetheless, I think we'll be getting an announcement soon on that GTA 6 delay, as there's just no way in hell that they're going to hit the fall 2025 release date, I'll tell you that. Not at this rate. It's just not happening. As the radio silence continues from Rockstar, it's been over 400 days, and they still have nothing to show for. Not sure why that would change. Thoughts on the LA fire? Oh, low energy in here tonight. Had I known that, we wouldn't have come out here. Like, geez. Unreal. That's okay, because, we're going to a different platform very soon, and you guys are making the transition very easy to do that, so. Because there's no need to go live over here anymore when you guys can't be bothered to show up and support, and, it's just not in your interest, so it's not in my interest to stream for you guys. My high-quality content deserves a platform that's going to get more compatible audience, and we're tired of wasting our potential over here on this dinosaur platform. It's really that simple. Rockstar had 12 years to get the marketing campaign ready. Well, they had over a year to put out new screenshots, trailer too, but it's nowhere to be found. Notifications didn't go out. Well, I've manually sent them out, so that's okay. We don't need the fact that we're relying on a notification system to push this to people is the problem. Like, this should be fed to you. This shouldn't be a manual thing that you click on. You know what I mean? We already sent out the notifications. 2 times at least. for this particular stream, but it was about 30-40 minutes ago at this point. No support, so sad. Well, how about you step up to the plate? You know, it's always these freeloading bums that want to talk smack and sit there and say, well, there's no support, so sad. Well, maybe why don't you usher the change in? Oh, that's right, you don't got no change. You can't look for 4 quarters under the bed. So sad. Could never be me. That's okay, because you guys are making this transition very easy. We'll be on the new platform by tomorrow. We're not going to sit over here, and especially out here in the cold weather, like this is not, it's just not right to come out here and do this. When you guys have no energy, the chat doesn't even move. You can't hit the like button, which, by the way, those things are all free. You know, you can't be bothered to organically do things like that. Then it's like, it's very telling. And then there's people in here that have the audacity to sit here and say, start the stream already. And then when I start the stream, this guy's nowhere to be found. It's like, what kind of mental illness do you possess? You know what I mean? Like, really? You're going to demand that I start the stream? And then I start the stream and this clown is nowhere to be found? Like, really? What the fuck? Start the stream, by the way. Then I start it and then everyone clams up. Maybe you should have came through. If you really wanted the stream to start, you should have came through and popped the cherry. Who's going to pop the cherry? We're 10 minutes in. We're getting close to that 10-minute marker here. It's below freezing out here. We got multiple layers on. Yeah, we need someone to come through and start popping this cherry in here. This is getting ridiculous. Never seen an audience fall off like this before. It's quite sad, actually. It's not me that fell off. I mean, I've been consistent with my content for 5 years straight, but, you know, you guys couldn't handle 5 seasons of world class. I'll tell you that. So it's really a you problem, not a me problem. You just couldn't handle the content. You were never in love with it to begin with. And that's okay. Because the true colors eventually come out. And you can see who's really in it and who's not. There's been plenty of people that have never had an issue, never left. And, you know, those people are still around, so. Okay, you can take your 99 cents back. We don't want that. That's ridiculous. You know, if my high quality content isn't worth more than 99 cents, then we'll have to go to the new platform. We're not going to deal with it. It's ridiculous. 99 cents, by the way. Well, nonetheless, it is support, and we can't. We have to acknowledge it. So Sponge is coming through with the 4 quarters. And I guess that is more than what some of these freeloading bums could accomplish. Just couldn't. 130 viewers, by the way. And we got a $1 super chat, if that even. Unreal. Just could never be me. What if GTA 6, you can't go into the hospitals and do what the player wants? We've talked about that yesterday. We're not having that discussion here today. We talked about that yesterday, but that was yesterday's stream. That's what yesterday's stream was. $0.99 is a worthy donation. Well, let's get you up out of here. Jack Thompson was right. Trailer 2, January 27th. More like delay announcement. If you guys really think this game is coming, then, well, Rockstar is going to have to do a better job at showing that it's coming in 2025. We'll tell you that right now. Your name is Michael, then maybe you should be the Michael that comes up and starts supporting the show here. We have a lot of viewers here early on anyway. And we're not seeing where the support is. You're not hitting the like button. You're not sharing. You're not commenting. I mean, what are you guys doing? Smoking weed? That could never be me. That's what you bums do. And they still haven't fixed this over here. Look at this. They still haven't fixed this. Yikes. Actually, yeah, they haven't fixed it. Look at this button. It's been like this for over a year. That's deep. Where's the support here? We're 11 minutes into the show and we got a 99-cent super chat and that's it. Well, that's why we're not streaming on YouTube anymore. You know, if we go to the other platform, we only have 5 viewers. That's fine with me. I'll take 5 wholesome viewers, authentic viewers, as opposed to 130 something freeloaders. Oh, Michael, I'm your big, you know, I get chewed out because I don't start the stream when they want it to be started. Like, you got mental illness, bud. Start the damn stream. Well, maybe give me a reason to. Like, what the fuck? Start the stream. And by the way, I was early too. I was like 5 minutes early. Start the stream, by the way. Why don't you come through and shut your mouth? You know, like these fucking babies. Start the stream. It's like, no, we're not going to start it. What the fuck? Jeez. No wonder why they're mad about the 5090. They can't afford that. They had 2 years to save up, and they can't afford it. It's a sad situation. When do you... Phantom Vibe is coming through here. Phantom Vibe is coming... We got Sponge with a 2-time Tony Hawk combo. Sponge is kicking up here. Phantom Vibe with a 2. When do you expect the GTA 6 trailer 2? I would say December of 2025. It's not what you want to hear, but GTA 6 trailer 2, December 2025. The game will release in fall of 2026. It's not what anyone wants to hear, but that's the reality. At least it's looking like it is. So we're going to say fall 2025 for GTA 6 trailer 2. Actually, December. And there we go. Jean-Claude Van Damme with some real authentic support. Unbelievable. Jean-Claude Van Damme is plowing through here tonight. And this is more of what we want to see. We can't even talk. Jean-Claude Van Damme is in the building. He's coming through with the $24 super chat. Jean-Claude Van Damme is in the building. He made a damn point here tonight. Jean-Claude Van Damme coming through straight from Canada. And he says he hates the freeloaders. Let's get a big like, big fat like on that one. Jean-Claude Van Damme is plowing through with the $24 super chat. Really just coming through in a way that makes sense. Jean-Claude Van Damme is out here and he's making a damn point with that big one right there. Coming through, current king of the jungle here. Jean-Claude Van Damme in the building and supporting the most Keto Comfy live show in all of video. And since 2025 is here, well, Jean-Claude Van Damme is kicking this one off. This might be the first midnight caller of 2025. Can't remember. Jean-Claude Van Damme, let's get a big W in the chat for that. Supporting and in a way that makes sense, not these low balls. Jean-Claude Van Damme in the building, coming through hard and strong with that $24 super chat. Love to see it. Big, strong super support there. We need to see more of that around here. Jean-Claude Van Damme coming through and making a damn point here with a $24 super chat. Current king of the jungle and just plowing through so tremendously strong here. We got IAD in the building. He's coming through with the 5. Did you see Trump made Obama laugh at Jimmy Carter funeral? No, I didn't see that. IAD is coming through with the $5 super chat after that massive 3-pointer from Jean-Claude Van Damme, as IAD follows it up nicely there with the layup. Jean-Claude Van Damme in the building, and he's making a damn point here tonight. And again, Jean-Claude Van Damme says he hates the freeloaders, and it's just like, well, I'm glad you're on the same page, because that could never be you. As you're coming through and you're supporting in a way that does make sense, tremendously strong. Jean-Claude Van Damme with the $24 super chat. IAD with that layup. With a $5 super chat. Whew, we're already out of breath. Damn. That's what we love to see. So we got IAD coming through. You guys are not. Unbelievable. Okay, we have Input Funny in the building here. Michael, this stream fits my schedule great. I just beat Splinter Cell Blacklist minutes before the stream started. Really? How does it hold up in 2025? Splinter Cell Blacklist, by the way. GTA 6 will not be a joke. He says pretty fun, but not like slow Splinter Cell shouldn't be. Should be. Okay. So we got a big W to Jean-Claude Van Damme, really keeping it afloat here tonight. Tough crowd tonight. We thought you guys were ready. What is today? That's a Thursday night, Thirsty Thursday. You know, you guys should be ready for some premiere content in front of your eyeballs tonight. This high caliber content on a Thirsty Thursday, you know? I mean, who else is going to come outside and walk around for you? No one. I'll tell you that right now. So that's why you should come in here and start smashing the like button. And in a way that makes sense here. Phantom Vibe is coming through yet again with a 2-time Tony Hawk combo. Are you excited to play any other game besides GTA 6? The answer to that question is there's not much out there that really piques the interest. I mean, we'll take a look at the new Assassin's Creed game, but we'll probably play it for about an hour or so. Yeah, and if it's terrible, we'll turn it off. So the answer to your question is not especially. That's the answer. Not especially. I think GTA 6 is, for a lot of people, not just myself, but I think GTA 6 is kind of the one game that's going to either pull people back into gaming, or it's going to remind them that the hobby is no longer what it once was, and it'll be that moment where if the game does suck and the game doesn't live up to expectations, people will probably move on. So I think GTA 6 is the pivotal game that either redefines what this medium can provide, or is a disappointment and a reminder that this hobby is not as great as it maybe once was or once seemed. What do you think of Transformers getting canceled? I don't know what that is. Transformers, by the way. What is this, 2012, where fucking Michael Bay and Shia LaBeouf are directing? What is Transformers? Like, what? Like, what year are you in, bud? What the fuck? Transformers, by the way. Nice sidewalk, yeah. Well, we're going to show it to you more so you can really soak it all in. Get a lot more sidewalk view here tonight because you complimented it, so we're going to show it to you more. We're going to show you this. We're going to show you this fabulous sidewalk because you secretly love it. Nice shoes too. Okay. Well, you're going to get more of that as well. So you'll get sidewalk and shoes. So Make sure to hit the subscribe button, pound the like button, and be a part of the broadcast. What is this? Is that an RTX 4050? What is this? Oh, what is that? That looks like a graphics card, homie. Hell, how are we going to afford the RTX 5090? All the heavy hitters left the show. You know, they decided to throw the towel in, and then so we can't afford it unless we get some new heavy hitters in here. We got Big Mike in here. That's what we love to see, Big Mike. The PS5 Pro is smashed. That's what we're talking about. Spencer's coming through with the 5. He's coming through in a way that makes sense. He says sidewalk shoes and the truth. That's what we love to see, and that's what we love to hear. Let's get a W for Spencer. Spencer's coming through with that $5 super chat, keeping it afloat here in a way that makes sense. Spencer's in the building here. That's what we love to see. A lot of viewers tonight. Is the algorithm picking back up here? What's going on? This time last year we had I think that's when they first introduced the vertical streaming on this platform, and there was a big surge at a certain point, but it fell off quick. But Spencer's coming through with the 5, although the numbers tonight seem a little bit higher for this walking broadcast. You need to start coverage on Kingdom Come 2 and the Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, well, what is there to say? What do you want me to say? Yeah, Kingdom Come 2 is coming out February. We will be covering that. I don't think we'll be covering it long, but first game didn't do much for me. I think the ideas on paper are good, but the execution is a little it's a janky game. And if they can improve that and polish it up a little bit in the second one, then, you know, maybe we'll come out and be impressed. Look at this right here. Dr. Bliss, the Joker's in the building here tonight, Mr. 5090. Dr. Blitz is coming through. This is Linus Tech Tips now with a $5 super chat. He says the 5090 circuit board is 3 separate pieces. What the fuck does that mean? I don't have a clue. 5090, by the way. Jeez. I mean, what are you guys doing with that 5090? Why do you need so much power? I mean, how much VRAM that thing? How much VRAM does that thing have? 32 gigs? Jesus. That's crazy. I think it's 32. Is it 32 or 24? I think it's 32 gigs of VRAM. That's insanity. Shouldn't need to upgrade for quite some time. Even the 5070 looks pretty cool. And that's if I were to upgrade, which I don't need to, but if I were to upgrade, I would probably go with the 5070 Ti, because I have the 4070 Ti, and that works pretty well. And they are claiming that the 5070 is going to be as powerful as the 4090 flagship from 2 years ago. So if that is the case, then, and I think the 5070 Ti comes with what, either 12 gigs or 16 gigs of VRAM. So I think that's pretty interesting, to say the least. So we got Dr. Blitz in here, Mr. 5090. And we got Big Mike coming through. Big Mike was plowing through last night hard and strong with, I believe, the 5 or 6 time Tony Hawk combo. And he's back in here tonight again. Big Mike. GTA 6 coming in 2025, by the way. Are people really drinking that Kool-Aid? Could never be me. Thanks to World Class. Yeah, once the 1 year anniversary for Trailer 1 came and went, it started to get really obvious that the game wasn't on track. And now you have Jason Schreier coming out and saying that he thinks it's not going to come out this year. And it's like, well, if he thinks that, then he's probably got some reasons as to why he believes that. And it's like, of course, he could be wrong. And granted, I want the game to come out this year, but when they've been silent for over 400 days, it's not looking that that's a likely outcome. So, Big Mike's in the building. He's coming through with the 5. And, of course, they could surprise us. The next Take-Two investor call is early February. And if they still have nothing to show for it then it's going to be a sad situation, to say the least. Your commentary is like Lamar at large. Okay. You're also a YouTuber. Cool. Good luck. Good luck on that one. Good luck on that one, bud. Did you make the thumbnail? It looks good. Oh, your mother made it. She sent it over. Rockstar already said the 2025 release date is still happening. Well, where's trailer 2 then, bud? Do a RoboCop stream. We already played that game, bud. It's an Unreal Engine 5 tech demo. And I've never seen the movie. I don't get the lore, so it doesn't do much for me. But I think the game has some decent destruction, I guess. We could try giving it a second chance, but I've never seen the movie. I don't really know what that is, outside of just what the guy looks like. The next Take-Two call is early February. So, the next Take-Two call. We got Levi in the building, longest subscriber of the live viewing audience. Hello. 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 Jeez. Really? Let's see what Rockstar says in the call. Yeah, we covered the one in October, and they still said it was on track for fall 2025, but I think we'll just have to wait and see. We'll see how they Rockstar could delay GTA 6 when people buy the new Xbox. Oh, I thought that was a fucking... Don't expect any news until March 20th. Okay. GTA 6 is a myth. Well, I'm glad it is, because we can continue to talk about it, and it's actually more fun in this time period right now, where we know very little about the game outside of what trailer 1 shows, and we continue to speculate on what it could be and what it couldn't be. So this is still actually the very, because once trailer 2 comes out, you're going to get a much better idea of what the game, you get a much better idea of really what they're going for with the game, at least in terms of the story and the theme. Yeah, and it's either going to be something that you're on board with or maybe something that you're not. But once trailer 2 comes out, whenever that is, it's not, I'm not going to say it's not going to be as fun speculating, but right now is an interesting time frame to talk about this game because now we're in 2025. The game is supposed to come out this year, and Rockstar is still playing the radio silent card. So yeah, the Take-Two call is in early February. I stated that how many times now? 2 or 3 times. So second trailer is usually good. GTA 6 will be delayed into 2026. Most likely fall time frame. Will be best played on the new Xbox and the new Xbox handheld. Holy shit. Well, and I mean, if you're Sony and if you're PlayStation, a lot of traffic out here tonight. If you're PlayStation, you kind of want GTA 6 to come out early because PlayStation's not going to have an answer to the new Xbox. They have PlayStation 5 Pro that just came out a couple of months ago or whatever. So there's not going to be a new console until PlayStation 6, and that's at least, 4 years out? So if the new Xbox gets a 2-year head start or something, it'll potentially look and play best on Xbox. And if PlayStation has the marketing rights for, it's really windy out here, but if PlayStation has the marketing rights for GTA 6, they should put pressure on Rockstar Take-Two to push this out because it's going to be embarrassingly bad if it does run and perform best on Xbox because of a delay. Now, if they don't delay the game, then it will play best on PlayStation, but if they delay it into 2026, it presents a different potential outcome, I suppose. Imagine once we get GTA 6 on PC. Well, hopefully that doesn't come out on PC. We don't need to play that garbage on PC. The game will be vandalized and ruined. PC gamers think they're entitled to go into the game files and recreate the game, reconstruct the game. And it's like when you go into an art museum, you don't repaint the picture just because you bought a ticket to the art museum. Like, I don't understand. It's ridiculous. That would be like going out and buying a picture and saying I don't know, just the whole mentality of modding. Unless it's like baked into the game and it's natively supported by the devs and it's a sandbox type game. I mean, the whole idea of modding is really just kind of cancerous to the industry, in my opinion, because it shows you're not content with what's on the plate, and that's entitlement. That's just straight up entitlement. I bought the game, so therefore I have the right to ruin what these people worked on for years. Like, I don't understand. That's entitlement. So I'm not big on modding unless it's a sandbox mod game or unless it's supported natively by the devs and they actually truly believe in it. But if you have to mod GTA 6 day one, then you are part of the problem. Like, hey, I'm gonna not play the game, and instead I'm gonna go into the game files and try and figure out how to make it, how to turn this on or how to turn that off, or And it's just like, can't you be content with what they put on the plate? Like, I don't, it's literally a level of entitlement that and it didn't exist before. Like, you know, in the PS1 days, there was like Game Shark and shit. But it's like, you weren't totally essentially remaking the game. And that's the problem with the gaming coverage right now, is all the gameplay you guys see of half of these games are all modded and shit. It's like, you can't even find like real gameplay of games anymore, unless you go to like the Rad Brad or something, because everyone else just has like, hey, this is Red Dead 2, and it's like, yeah, this is Red Dead 2, but you have like 50 mods installed. So it's like, well, that's not Red Dead 2. Like, what the fuck? It's like, we're gonna do a cool video of Red Dead 2 where the gunslinger does this cool animation, and it's like, okay, but that's not natively in the game. So you're misrepresenting the game by showing things that are not in the game. Unless you tinker around with it, which is ridiculous. You shouldn't have to do that if the game's great. So modding in general is for entitled people. You're crazy, bud, yet you're here. You're here freeloading, says the former member. I love how these former members love to just start talking smack. Like, we're going to start banning former members. You know, I mean, I understand some of you guys might be just in a spot where you can't support. I get that. But we know you're in a position where you probably can. More than likely, we're going to make that assumption, because why not? And it's just like, when you guys come in here and run your mouth, we're not letting you do that. Especially if it's a negative. If you got nothing but negativity, you're like the Grinch. You got a black heart. Could never be me. Jeez. I used to support your show, Michael, but I ain't going to do it now. Well, then we're not going to let you have a voice. Like, why would we want to do that? Especially if you want to come in here and be positive, that's different. But if you want to come in here and talk smack, it's like, nah, we're not going to let that disrespect. So you can be a silent viewer. You can be a silent viewer like the rest. It's just like, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Imagine being a sweaty slob PC modder. Yeah, that just could never be me. Is it okay to fix glitches with the mod? No. It's vandalism is what it is. It's digital vandalism. You don't mod anything else. You don't mod a film. You don't mod your favorite song. I mean, I guess you could say a DJ does. You know, they do remixes and shit, and it's like, okay, well, okay, we got East Sider coming through. Mr. 49ers in the building here. He's coming through with the 5. That's what we love to see, some support here, because it is cold out here, folks. I don't know if you know that, but it is not warm out here. Anything but that, and as the temperature drops, it gets more tricky to continue out here for tonight. But Eastsider 49er says 2025 will be the Switch 2, the new Xbox and Xbox handheld in 2026, the new PS6 in 2027, 3 straight years of new console hardware. Well, where's the software is my question, right? Nintendo's going to have a really strong lineup if they want people to buy that Wii U 2.0. Input Funny, did you see the most recent Switch 2 leaks? It's looking like a Wii U 2.0 situation. They have lost. There's no innovation anymore. Like, I mean, unless they have a hidden feature in their, arsenal, the Switch 2 looks like, we should start covering the Switch 2. I think I'm going to start talking shit about the Switch 2, because I think someone needs to start talking smack about it, because it's the laziest console they've ever made. They've had 7 years to do something unique and new and innovative and build upon that, and all they do is put out a new console that looks literally the exact same. And You think the soccer moms are going to go out and buy that? They're not. So the thing's going to fail. It's going to cater and pander. It's going to cater and pander to the Nintendo Switch hardcores, the Nintendo hardcores. We understand that, but we already knew they were going to be there day one. They're already built in, so they're not really a potential customer because they're already locked in. So they're not getting the casuals back like they did with the Switch. The Switch came before the wave of handheld devices. Now there's more options than ever. You know, you can get a Steam Deck, you can get an ROG Ally, you know. You can get a PlayStation Portal, which is obviously streaming. The point is that the Switch came before all of that stuff in 2017, 7 years ago or whatever. But now they don't have that anymore. So it's like, well, what are they going to do with the console? Nothing new? Switch 2 is going to be a disaster. It'll be successful initially, but it's not going to be a Switch. It's not going to be a Switch 1 phenomenon. This is Wii U 2.0 status. I'll tell you that right now. Unless they have a really unique feature, because Nintendo's always been about that. But this just seems like a lazy ass console, if the leaks are true anyway. We got Big Mike coming through yet again. 2-time Tony Hawk combo here. Big Mike, look at this right here. This shit is frozen, homie. Oh, it's an island. What the fuck? This shit be frozen out here, homie. Big Mike is coming through with the 2-time Tony Hawk combo. He says modding is for gooners on PC. They already made new mods for Mario. Rival is ruining the art style. Character is already hot enough. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And instead of actually playing the game, they feel the need to, I don't know. It's a psychological thing. Is really what it is. It's a sad situation. It's entitlement is what it is. I can see if the game is super retro or something, and it's like, you've already played it 100 times, but when you're not even playing the game and you just want to go in, buy a game and start modding it, it's like, why don't you just become a real game developer instead of being a lazy loser in your parents' basement and never getting paid for your mods? At least start a Patreon or something. You gotta find a way to monetize it. Otherwise, you're just wasting time, especially if you're good at it. If you're good at it, have people pay for your mods. It's not that hard. People will pay. So, I don't know. But Big Mike in here yet again. We got Soph and P in here. Damn, this wind is fucking... Holy shit. Soph and P, member for 7 months. Guys, start supporting. I tune in every full moon and still support. Absolutely disgraceful. Shane, that's what we're talking about. Soph and P is coming through and he's speaking truth. Member for 7 months coming through. And in a way that makes sense here. Have you seen the Sky Oblivion mod? They're basically modding Oblivion into Skyrim's art style. It's basically soulless, and they spent 12 years on something they can't profit off. Yeah, they're losers. Because first of all, that's a cringe idea to begin with. Hey, let's take Skyrim and put it into this, let's take Oblivion rather and put it into this Skyrim art style. No one was asking for that. And the fact that they can't really do much there in terms of monetizing it, that's just it's a yikes situation. But that's what those freeloaders, they love doing. They love spending 12 years for some validation. Hey, look at me, Todd Howard. I tried to make a mod that improves your game. We want a shout out. And it's like, no, you ain't getting a shout out from Todd Howard. He's a millionaire. You're a loser. You're a peasant. Really, honestly. So because I remember the Fallout London guys, they got mad because Bethesda didn't acknowledge them. And it's like, well, they're not obligated to acknowledge you. Quit being entitled and just work on what you're working on. And if they so happen to acknowledge you, then that's great. But these losers who are like, oh, we spent years working on this and we didn't get a shout out from Bethesda. And it's like, who gives a shit? The fuck? That's crazy. Yeah, Skyrim is soulless slop. Well, Input Funny, did you hear that they're remaking Oblivion potentially and they're doing it on Unreal Engine? Yikes. Holy shit. I mean, I can't think of a worse idea. So they are potentially remaking Skyrim. I mean, Oblivion, rather. And they might be doing it in Unreal Engine. That sounds like a total disaster. But the normies will love it because, like, oh yeah, my nostalgia. But we know the true fans of that game, and Oblivion is the best one that they've ever made because it's a perfect balance between modern gaming and still the old school framework. Now, Morrowind, on the other hand, that is yeah, I can't play that game. When you have NPCs standing around and it's just obsolete. It's an obsolete game. Dota 2 is one of the highest paying esports. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's like some spaceship top-down game or something, isn't it? Ugh. They want to be devs so bad, but don't fill out the application. That's what I'm saying. It's like if making a mod, can help you land a real footing in the industry, then I'm all for that. But if you're making these mods that are just for attention, then it's not. You're not going to look to that resume is not going to look that good. So. And at that point, just start making your own game. Like if you're already deep into modding and you know how the things work, it's like, okay, well, you obviously have an idea of somewhat how this shit works. Then let's create your own game. And let's see if that's successful. And if it is, then that's, more power to you. That's fantastic. But when you have to go into a game immediately and fine tune it to your liking, it's just, that's like buying a new car and saying, I don't like this car. And it's like, well, then why did you buy it? I'm like, what the fuck? I want to change the color of the car. Why did you buy it? It doesn't make sense. It's a weird issue of like, it's like buying a guitar as well. It's like, I'm going to go out and buy a Fender Telecaster, and it's like, okay. And then I take it home and mod it, and it's like, why would I do that? Like, I don't get it. Just built my own guitar to begin with. Like, what the fuck? You couldn't find tighter pants? No, I couldn't. Oblivion remake is coming in 2025. Those 12 years could have used to make a new game. They could have made money off of. That's what I'm saying. Here's the thing these days, and I'll tell you this, Input Funny. You could make a super low budget horror game, and if you get one of these big streamers to play it, you've hit the jackpot. If you get Queso to play your horror game, boom. You're talking thousands of eyeballs on your game that otherwise wouldn't have been there. So it's like, instead of modding these games that no one cares about your mod, why don't you make a cheap horror game with PS1 graphics, and you do the bare minimum, and it's like, well, Queso's going to need something to play. I mean, honestly, it's like eventually he's going to be running out of games. So you put it up on that one website, and if he plays your game, then hell, you might have hit the jackpot. Even if he doesn't like it, it's like, well, RE1 remake is coming out in 2026. Can't wait to cover that. So we can have these incels come back up in here. Oh, the Resident Evil fan base. Oh, Lord. Thank God George Romero didn't make that fucking movie. I've never seen such a... they're just rabid dogs. I mean... And it's like the franchise isn't really that good. It's like, I understand why people like The Witcher 3. It's like, okay. And it's like super popular, but like Resident Evil's not even that big. Especially these days. It's like, that shit fell off. Like, what the fuck? So like defending it at this point is just crazy because they didn't even make them anymore. When was the last one that came out? 2021? That's like 4 years ago. And RE9 is nowhere to be found. So it's like, well, it's going to be at least 5 or 6, 7 years. Shit's falling off. They can't put out these games fast anymore. That's why they gotta have AI in here. Streamline the process. You're tripping. We're not gonna talk about RE4 Remake in here. We've already covered that heavily when it came out. In what was it, 2023, 2024? I think it was last year. And, people just, they want to believe in what they want to believe. And it's like, okay, that's fine. If they think it's better, that's fine. I don't really care. I mean, I didn't make the game. Why would I care? What do you think about the Master Chief Doomslayer episode getting shut down? I don't know what that is. Where's the support here tonight? Dude, it's fucking cold out here. Like, I can't. I'm trying to stay warm. I got to keep moving, but dude, like my legs are... I'm going to have to wrap this up here soon. There's just no support. I can't. They've already been live for an hour or two almost. Jeez. Let's get you out of here. Okay, usually there's no connection over here, and that will probably be the case, so you just let me know when this thing stops working. Because we have a dead chat, so... Jeez. Hello? Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap this up in the next like 20 minutes or so. There's just, the support's not where it needs to be tonight, especially when it's cold out here below freezing. I mean, come on now. It's ridiculous. Got a dead chat too on top of it. Like, it's just really fantastic, isn't it? Well, that's why we're switching to the new platform, and hopefully we'll see better results. We got a totally dead chat in here, as if you guys can't understand the language that I'm talking in. It's just very disrespectful to the creator to basically turn your back and start ignoring as if you're not hearing. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like, it's pretty crazy and wild. Will you cover Naughty Dog's new sci-fi game? Yeah, when the time comes. We're not talking about it now. That game's like 4 years away. What the fuck? Why would I talk about a game 4 years in advance? We've already did GTA 6, and that's still not out. So you want to see Michael and David Letterman? Who's that? How come you guys were down in the chat? You're literally sitting at home on your keyboard. I'm out here walking around for miles. We're burning calories. It's cold. I mean, really? But we have nothing to say, by the way. Well, then why should I come up? Look at this. Look at this. Look at these potholes. Holy shit. Dude. You bring your Tesla down here. Look at that pothole, homie. You bring your Tesla down here. Oh, wow. You bring your Tesla down here, and you're going to have to get a new adjustment or something. Like, damn. That shit, huge. Look at that right there. Look at these potholes, homie. Dude. Oh, Lord. You're walking around watching the show. Well, hopefully it's not as cold as it is here. Mr. Baller, by the way, you haven't supported at all, so we're going to get you up out of here. Not bad. It's in the 30s. Oh my God, what the fucking shit, dude? What the fuck? Dude, that dog was ready to attack. What the hell? That dog was ready to attack, homie. What the fuck? That dog was ready to attack. Holy shit. Should have barked back. That's too much content. Where's the support? Like, this is ridiculous. We're wrapping this up. We got plenty of battery too. We're only at 80%. Plenty of juice. Oh my God. Support for getting you banned. How about that? Are you okay? Well, we would be doing better if you came through with a 5 or something, but we know you can't be bothered to do that because you're you're just a freeloading bum. But you'll go to a sporting event for $250. You go to a concert for $250. You know, you got no problem going and splurging your money that way. And seeing these fake people not even sing on stage could never be me. Let's go see this rock band. They don't even sing, but we love it. Like, really? What the fuck? That could never be me. But it could be you. Midnight Caller was truly a legendary era. Yeah. Well, you can go right back to that era. We'll get you in, bud. Let's get you up out of here. Let's get you up out of here. You did good, Michael. Yeah, we did good in getting people up out of here because we're not sure where the mods are at. The mods are slacking a little bit here. Too many weirdos. Like, we're bringing the high energy tonight, but you guys need, you know, you need your feel good vibes and your fantasy that I can't fulfill. So, you know, then you get mad at me for not. Yet you chose to click on this. It's like some weird mental illness. Sad situation, really, but just broken people, you know. Just broken people. What the hell is this? What the fuck is this? What the hell is this? GTA 6 will be canceled. Well, that's probably what's best. I mean, you know, it's just not necessary. Oh, what the hell is that? That car's falling apart, homie. Yeah, they should cancel GTA 6. You losers can't handle it. You can't afford it. You know, you're not mentally stable enough to play it. So, yeah, they should cancel GTA 6. It's going to do more harm than good. So I'm with Jack Thompson. There we go. Lazy Lombax is coming through here with that 10. That's what he wants to hear. That's what I want to hear. That's what you want to hear. There's a lot of commotion out here tonight. Lazy Lombax is coming through with that $10 super chat. Love to see it. Support the show in a way that makes sense here. Hard and strong. Where's everyone tonight in the chat? Are you in LA? No, we're not. Because it wouldn't be cold in LA. Lazy Lombax is coming through with a 10. That's what we love to see. Lazy Lombax is in the building. He's coming through here. We'll keep it going. Why are we seeing a sidewalk? Because, Sandra, you can't be bothered to support the show. Sandra, by the way. Why are we seeing a sidewalk? Like, you come in here with such entitlement. Like, why question it? Why not just sit there and... See, you're like the modders. You just have to... It's a situation that isn't... It's a sad situation is what it is. Big Mike is coming through again with the 4-time Tony. That's pretty rude. I was asking you a legitimate question. Cool. Big Mike with the 2. No, Big Mike, you've been coming through hard, bud. Oh, this guy's got neon lights under his truck. No, Big Mike, I'm not talking about you, bud. I mean, obviously. You've been coming through hard and strong. Last night you came through. You carried the show last night. And it wasn't a question, Sandra. You didn't have a question mark at the end of your question, so it was not a question. Big Mike in here. You came through 3 times already tonight, 4 times already tonight. You came through, what, 6 or 7 last night? I mean, holy shit. Big Mike is in the building here. And he's coming through. Why are we seeing a sidewalk? Is that better? Let's, can a mod check when this account was made? Can the mods help out here? Because it seems like a too many questions. That's what I'm saying. It's just like you can't be a consumer. You can't just sit down and consume. You have to just sit here and ask questions. This isn't a Q&A. Jeez. Now, if you want to super chat and say, hey, you know, why are you showing the sidewalk? We'll take it a little bit more seriously, but we're not going to sit out here and it's negative. It's below freezing, and you want to come in here and ask why you're shooting the sidewalk? It's none of your business. Quite frankly, it's none of your damn business. Jesus. I've never seen such entitlement. It's just like, you guys are whiny babies. Like, just straight up whiny fucking babies. How dare you fucking make your own content, you know? It's just not allowed. Yeah, well, maybe in your fucking sicko fantasy, but in my fantasy, it's allowed, bitch. The fuck? Sick and tired of it. That's why we're going to a different platform. We're not doing this in 2025. It's not happening. I'm not going to sit out here for the rest of the year, especially when this game ain't coming out. A whole year of nothing. It's not happening. Okay, if the mods can't figure it out, then I'm going to have to get you up out of here. It's like, it should have been an obvious one. Jeez. Like, these mods don't do anything. We're going to have to take the wrench off of... because we have a lot of inactive mods, and there's no point for them to have the wrench when they can't be bothered to come in. It's that simple. Can I be a mod? I'll help. No, you can't. We weren't asking for mods. Why are you showing the sidewalk? Why are you so fucking nosy? Like, what the fuck? It was a legitimate question. That's like asking someone, why are they wearing this shirt? It's like, what? Like, because I want to. Like, what do you want me to tell you? Jeez. Why are you filming the sidewalk? I'm offended. Great, be offended. That's what we're looking for. We need some more engagement. Jeez. If you ain't talking, we're not doing our job, so. Clearly we're doing something right, because I got you to talk about the sidewalks. Well, it's ridiculous. They just come in here and just start demanding. They make demands. I mean, I'm not going to name names, but earlier, before we got started, there was a guy in here, former supporter too, and he's coming in here and making demands, and it's like, really? Like, you turned into a freeloader. Like, what the fuck? Like, you got this fantasy of how it was 5 years ago. Well, you could stay in the past. You can go back and... Because it's like, you're not going to tell me when to start the show. It's like, that's not how that's going to work. But plus, I was early, so... When's it going to start, by the way? And it's like, well, when it says. Jeez. That's when it's going to start, bud. If you're impatient, that's not my problem. That's a you problem. You have thousands and thousands of other people to watch. So maybe go find a new dopamine hit elsewhere. But don't come back in here and act like you're a part of this one. You know, you guys show your true colors. You made that choice with throwing the towel in. Then you want to sit there and whine like a fucking baby, like, oh, Michael's not fond of me anymore. Well, maybe it's because you were talking shit elsewhere, bud. Maybe it's because you're making demands. I got reasons. Don't sit there and ask, oh, Michael, you need to start the stream right now because that's what I'm looking for. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? That's not how that's not how that game's gonna work, bud. That's why we're going to a different platform, so that we can get new people in here and they'll actually discuss things and want to have a conversation, and it'll be a fun, chill time. But you guys always make it rough because that's just in your DNA. You can't have it any other way. It's as simple as that. So you wouldn't. No one's going to come out here and do this show for you. It's not going to happen. Even if they were to, it's just not going to happen. So even you guys wouldn't come out here and walk around for an hour straight in this temperature. I know that. You just can't get on track, and we're not gonna stay on the train in 2025 when you guys want to keep derailing it. It's not gonna happen. It's pretty simple on how to carry yourself in here. I don't see any members. There's too many great usernames in here to begin with. Like, I don't know what's with that fantasy, but it's just great username after great username. Pretending like they're a part of something that they're, not. And it's like, okay, well, you made the choice of throwing the towel in. I didn't, so. It's as simple as that, bud. Okay, I'm going to turn this off if I don't see someone that I recognize in the chat right now, because everyone who's coming in here is getting timed out. Now, I'm not reading it because there's no reason to read it. They're freeloaders. Where's the regular crew? Let's go. Let's communicate. Where's Input Funny? Where are these people at? You can't hide, because that's gonna affect the quality of the show. You guys were good there for a moment. Now you get tired. Well, I'm out here tired. Okay, tired of you guys not coming through and supporting. So we're gonna wrap it up. It's too cold out here. You can literally get pneumonia or something if you stay out here too long. That's just a science, bud. It's not an opinion. If I stood here for like 3 hours straight, and didn't move a muscle, we would probably freeze. Get very sick. Because that's how cold it is, bud. And it's like, well, we could have did another indoor stream and but we thought we'd mix it up here tonight. Since there's no snow on the ground, we'll take advantage of that. Because once there's snow on the ground, I used to come out here during the snow. But you guys made it worthwhile back then. But when we come out here now, it's just like a pulling teeth session, and we're not interested in those sessions. So it's too cold for that. If it were summertime, I'd understand. It's like 70 degrees at night. It's like that's fine with me. But when it's cold out here and it's getting colder by the minute, there's no reason to continue. But you guys love watching. You just love yapping and consuming the content. So that's why we're not feeding it out to this audience anymore, because they made the choice to throw the towel in, and it's like, well, I'm going to make that choice too. I'm going to throw the towel in too on you, and then you'll see how it feels. Because we're not going to. I'd rather stream to 5 viewers elsewhere than 100 and however many freeloaders. We can do it with 5 viewers. That's fine with me. We can just talk to 5 people. That's cool. We don't need more than that. We'll keep it real kino and comfy and chill and wholesome, and it's just what you guys want, right? So Why am I seeing gray usernames in this chat? We're not seeing any members. We're not seeing any mods. Is this a situation that you guys can't handle? Because I'm going home. I'm wrapping this up. We're done with this shit. It's too cold out here. My eyes are watering. You guys aren't supporting the show. Like, I'm not going to come out here in the cold weather and give you this content. Like, it's not going to happen. Because clearly you can't appreciate it. We barely got to 120 likes. Took what, an hour? Jeez. All the members have disappeared in here. Why is that? Because you found your dopamine hit elsewhere? Someone else went live? Yeah, I bet. It's pretty typical. You guys are like, you just jump from stream to stream to stream. It's just like an all-day fantasy for you guys, huh? It's ridiculous. Why am I seeing gray usernames in here? Where are the members? Jeez. Well, that's okay, because we're not going live again. We're done with this platform. It's trash. We need to be on a platform that puts us in front of new people. I don't care if it's 2 new people. This doesn't put us in front of new people. Why would I continue on this platform in 2025? That's a dumb move. I'd rather take the hit and stream to less viewers that are more authentic and not as disingenuous and not as problematic. Jeez. There we go. We got the acid complex. All the members disappeared. They were just talking, and then all of a sudden they just disappear and climb up. I don't know. It's like, this is a very vocal show. It's a very interactive show to a fault. And when you guys don't want to communicate back, it's a big red flag. Well, Michael's tone of voice isn't what I was conditioned to listen to and like, because I'm a fucking sheep. Well, that's great. We'll get you banned. The fuck? Like, we're not here to make friends. We're here to make some money. That's a CM Punk quote. And if you're offended by that, then great. Stay in the basement forever. I don't care. Really don't care. You think your favorite band, you think they're your friends? You think Metallica, when you go see Metallica, you think when you go see all these bands, you think that they care about you? They don't give a shit about you. But they fulfill that fantasy for you, and that's why you pay $250 for the cheap seats. Losers. So they got you hook, line, and sinker. Well, they made a great album back in the 1980s. Yeah, in the 1980s, bud. That was fucking 40 years ago. What the fuck? That could never be me. Jeez. Let's go see these washed up fucking 50-year-olds on stage pretending like they're back in the 80s. Like, at least Kiss called it quits finally. Jeez. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. There we go, the acid complex again. I'm only reading members only chat. I don't know where everyone disappeared to, but they all must have been a glitch in the system here. I guess it lagged or something. It probably lagged and everyone dipped and they thought it was over. Something had to have happened, because we're not seeing the members in here. There's too many great usernames. But if you put it on members only chat, then no one chats and it just doesn't move, and it's like, well, so you can't really figure out a way to do it. Not with this crowd. There we go. Input. Where'd you go, Input Funny? You were gone for like 10 minutes there. What happened to you? It's fucking cold out here, dude. We're done with this. It's way too cold out here. And I already said we're going past what we already said. At the beginning of the show, I said we're going to go for an hour. And it's already been 20 minutes past that, so we're already going overtime for you freeloaders. How dare we support Michael? You know, he's out here trying to entertain us in the cold. And it's like, well, if you guys came in here with a great attitude and really kick things off strongly. And some of you guys did, granted, you know, but we had it on track, and then all of a sudden you guys want to fall off and go to sleep, and it's like, that's not allowed. I'm out here in the cold. I'm out here working hard for your entertainment, and you can't recognize that. Well, that's a problem to me. You want to fall asleep on that keyboard when I'm out here burning calories. That's why we're going to sit inside and we're going to do nothing. Because that's what you guys want. You don't want walking streams. Well, that's great. Because this is way too much work. Now, if you guys are coming through left and right with great support and kicking things off in a way that makes sense by hitting the like button, sharing the show, you know, then we would be more incentivized to continue, but it's too cold at this rate. It's too cold. Yeah, it's freezing out here. I'll tell you that. I mean, it's cold out here. You know. Then we got this Sandra. She comes in here and says, "Why are you showing us the sidewalk?" And it's like, what? We got robots in here. Like, ugh. Like, I'm a new viewer, by the way, and it's like, why are you showing us the sidewalk? Like, really? But I'm the rude one, by the way. Like, okay. Probably a Kamala supporter. Could never be me. Probably a Kamala supporter. Definitely a Kamala supporter. Like, why are you showing the sidewalk? And it's like, well, first of all, you didn't ask a question. You made a statement because there was no question mark at the end. Yeah, and second of all, it's none of your business. Either like it or don't. Like, we're not asking for your opinion on it. If I did a survey, I'd say, okay, well, what is your opinion on the sidewalk? You know, what is your opinion on this camera angle? We didn't put that out there, you know. It's ridiculous. Yeah, well, they won't get it, and that's why we have to go to a new platform. And I'll be sure to let you know where we go, so you can come over and be a part of the fun. But we're not going to continue to feed these freeloaders content. I mean, they don't want to acknowledge the greatness and the high caliber content that we produce. Especially in the age of AI, it's like you have so much fake garbage out there now. It's like you guys should be really, you know, you should be really grateful that there's actually a human making content and there's not some fucking, you know, AI neural network behind the content. There's literally channels that are totally fake. Like, they're all managed by AI. You don't even understand. Like, the AI shit is getting crazy. And it's all fake. And it's like, wow, they're getting rewarded. And it's like, really? It's all fucking fake. Like there's not even a human uploading the videos. It's crazy. And this will become even more rare because it's easier and more streamlined to put out the AI content. And if the numbers do great, then it's like, well, why wouldn't you go down that road? If the AI can do the job and it can do it more efficiently than the human, then way too many great usernames in here tonight. Jeez, I don't know what's going on. We're gonna have to put okay, we got Dr. Blitz. Chat GPT does help a lot. Do you have, hey, Dr. Blitz, do you have the $200 plan? Holy shit. Oh my God. $200 plan, by the way. Holy fucking shit. Molly, she's laying it down and throwing it down in a way that makes sense. Molly is coming through hard and strong and in a way that makes sense. Molly is laying it down here tonight, and she's coming through with the $5 super chat, a total sweetheart from top to bottom. Molly is in the building, and she's coming through with that $5 super chat. And I'll tell you what, it is ice cold out here. Molly is in the building, and she's plowing through tremendously strong here with the $5 super chat. And it is ice cold. That we can say. The total sweetheart. She loves Molly coming through hard and strong with the 5 and supporting the high caliber content that you can't find anywhere else. Must see live internet television show. Coming through here in a way that makes sense. We love it. Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap this up here. It is pretty cold. I mean, if I started running or something, we would probably warm up, but that's a lot of work, you know. It's a lot of work. What did you stumble across? Well, I voted for Trump, so I'll just leave you with that. I'm sure that'll be enough to work you up. Because a lot of people that use the internet, they're mostly, you know, so. Me too, by the way. Yeah, I bet you voted for Trump, by the way. I bet you voted for Trump. They love to say that they voted for Trump, but I know they didn't. You can tell who's based and who's not. Look at this. They got the power lines out. Dude, is that real? Is that on? Dude, why is that exposed like that? Is that a live wire? Dude, what the fuck? They got that shit just chilling right there. Like, damn. They're just gonna have to make AI games in the future. Exactly. LA needs you. It's burning down here. Well, I thought they got it under control. How is it? Did they get it under control? I thought they got it under control compared to like the last 24 hours or so. It seems to be under control now, right? Or no? Because last night it was looking really bad. But I think today it's a little bit better, right? I thought the wind wasn't as strong. You should be in LA right now covering the fires. Okay, buddy. That's way too much content. You want me to go to LA so I can breathe in the smoke for 140 viewers that aren't going to support? Like, okay, buddy. Like, yeah, that ain't going to happen, bud. You can't breathe that air in. That's dangerous. Go to LA, by the way, for 140 viewers to breathe in the fucking fire air. Like, yeah, that's not. I mean, if we had more viewers, then that's one thing. But if we had a minimum of 500 viewers, I would have said, all right, yeah, we'll go to LA to cover the fires. That wouldn't have been a. We wouldn't have thought about it. We would have said, all right, you know. But when the viewership goes, the opposite direction because, you can't fulfill a certain fantasy that people come in here with, well, then it just becomes a thing where it's just like, it's probably not in my best interest to cover the LA fires because there's only 140 viewers. Oh shit. Oh shit. Asbestos in the air. Oh man. Where are the mods at? Like, why do I have to look down and look at this crap? it's just like I don't know if the algorithm is slightly working again, or there's like some new bot script in here, or what's going on, but yikes. Well, this is why we don't do the walking stream much anymore, because first of all, the weather is worse than it was before, and then we obviously just can't handle it. You guys wear down so quickly with this stream. I've never seen anything like it before. The gameplay streams you guys got no problem hanging with, but to a certain extent. But when we come out here and start walking around, it's like you're walking with me and you're getting tired, and it's like, well, you're not walking with me. I mean, you're sitting down in front of your keyboard. What the fuck? Too much content, yeah. GTA 6 will get delayed, and that's okay. Yeah, well, they might as well just cancel the game at this point. I mean, it's just like, if I were a mod of this channel, it would be the best position, because there's so many whack-a-mole situations where it's just like every 5 minutes there's some freeloading bum coming in here and just flapping gums, and it's like, we didn't ask for that opinion. It's just crazy to me. This would be the most engaging chat. This year sucks already. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows got delayed to March, and I'm assuming they wanted to push that back to get away from Kingdom Come 2, or not that that's going to outsell it, but they want it to stand alone in March. I don't know what else is releasing in March, but February is a pretty packed month. You got Monster Hunter, you have Kingdom Come, you got whatever else. Probably some more Japanese games. Kingdom Come 2 comes out in less than a month. Okay, we're going to cover it, and I know it's going to be an issue with certain people in here. So I'm just letting you know. Because it seems to be another sensitive game. And believe it or not every game is a sensitive game. I can talk shit about GTA 5 and no one cares. In fact, some people agree. No one's going to get mad about that. But you start talking smack about this game over here, you start talking smack about... And, we show you legitimate criticisms, and people just still can't handle it. It's just like, it's not allowed. We don't want to see Kobe miss we want to see Kobe put the basketball in the hoop. And it's like, okay, I get that. That's what the NBA's for. But how many times are they going to show you where Kobe misses? Never. So, and that doesn't mean that Kobe's a bad basketball player, but what I'm saying is, you know, Mr. Tomiko is coming through here. This is what we love to see. Holy shit. Mr. Tomiko is in the building. He's coming through with the 5. Michael is walking until he finds a good game. Looks like he's never... Yeah, it's going to be Death Stranding out here. We're going to be walking forever. We should do a stream where we do walk until GTA 6. We can probably walk around the whole damn... I mean, shit. Mr. Tomiko is in the building coming through here. What the hell was that on the ground, dude? That was bird shit, Obi. That was bird shit. Exactly, Forrest Gump too. English only. What's the destination? Your mother's house. Oh my God. You're still walking, yeah, and you're still not supporting. I mean, jeez. You know, I thought some of these people in here were going to have a change of heart in 2025, but it apparently isn't the situation. New year, same you. That could never be me. Whew, 2025, brand new year. We're kicking things off in a way that makes sense. We're going to stretch our legs in 2025. I'm going to go to that brand new platform, and we're just going to have so much fun. Why are you in a bad mood? Because you're not coming through and supporting. You're not hitting the like button. You're not sharing the stream. You're not certainly going above and beyond, because that could just never be you. So, how would you like me to support you? Well, you could start by hitting the like button. If you've already done that, then, well, I guess that's all you need to do. But if you want to take it a step further, you know, we would appreciate a super chat, super sticker, things like that. Because it isn't necessarily warm out here. And, you know, eventually we'll be able to train an AI model to just do this show for you guys without me actually having to do it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Shouldn't be too hard to render feet and sidewalk. Pretty sure that can be done already, actually. That wouldn't be that hard. Is GTA Gay Tony fun to play? I've never played it, but it seems to be, you know, it seems to come of high praise. But I've never played it. I played the original game, and that I never played the DLC. I have the DLC, but I don't know what the Ballad of Gay Tony is. That seems a little woke. I could be incorrect, but it seems to be a little woke. I don't know. It seems to be a little random in the city of Liberty City. Now the biker DLC that fits more in the game, the theme of the game, but the Ballad of Gay Tony, that seems like a wild card. Is it cold outside? Well, AI can never replicate the legendary world class. That's okay, it doesn't need to. The freeloaders don't deserve the real deal, so you can watch a AI do the show instead. Have a good day, goodbye. Cool, bro. Thanks for stopping in. Have you played GTA 2 on PS1? Yeah, but I'm not a fan of top-down games, so if your game is top-down, especially in 2025, like, yeah, we're not playing it, sorry. That just could never be me. They fixed the GTA Remastered Collection. Cool. What do you want me to tell you? It took them long enough. 4 years. Yikes. Oh, Lord. Hello? Holy shit. Dude. You guys can't you can't go 12 rounds, can you? You weren't ready for a 102-minute Michael stream. You just weren't ready for that. You wanted a little short burst. You couldn't handle more than 45 minutes of Michael, and it's just like, really? I could never be me. It's a stream, folks. It's not a 2-minute video. We can start making 2-minute videos again. But the only way that that's going to happen is if you guys start clicking on the videos and start watching them. We're not putting out videos that get 500 views in 3 hours. Like, I'm not interested in that. So that's why we stopped making videos, because the views, they weren't where they needed to be in terms of the high quality caliber content. So we're not going to continue to, pump out videos and make them if they're not going to get views. That's not in my interest. I've been doing this for 13 years, 14 years. We're not interested in really any of that anymore. I've already been through that, so. Asman Gold, by the way. That guy does nothing. That guy literally just sits there and reacts and caters and panders to like the like, dude, I mean, I'm not knocking the hustle, but it's like, he cracked the code, let's just say that. Like, literally just sits in his fucking attic and doesn't do anything. Like, dude, that's amazing. Just sits there and I don't imagine reacting to videos. Like, that is like that's something that we very seldom do. And that's why you guys can't handle it, because that's what you guys want. You want normie content where we just sit there and do what everyone else does. And it's like, that's why you got people in here, these robots in here, like, well, what is this? Why am I looking at the sidewalk? I want to see you in front of a microphone, a podcasting microphone, and I want to see you react to YouTube videos. Oh my God. That could never be me. Oh, it's going to get delayed. Every Rockstar game has done delay. So you all just sit here and watch him walk? Yeah. But you won't be able to because we'll get you up out of here. So see you later. You know, the irony of that comment, it's just like, how dare you guys sit there and watch this? This is terrible content. It's like, well, you're reacting to it, so obviously we won. Got you to react to it. That's why we showed the sidewalk, because you guys bitch. We need to farm engagement. It's not hard to figure out, but if I didn't show the sidewalk, you wouldn't have anything to talk about. But you have something to complain about if I show the sidewalk. You see how this game works? Oh, I've been in this game long time. This ain't my first rodeo. Exactly. Oh, this battery is crazy. It's at 55%. We've been live for over 1 hour and 106 minutes. It's not even halfway. Unbelievable. The Spaceman shirt finally came in. Hell yeah, bro. That's what we're talking about. It was lost since July. That's what we're talking about. Put that on. Yeah, it is better quality. Yeah, Input Funny designed it. It's a fantastic shirt. Yeah, it's high quality stuff. Only the best for world class. That's what we're talking about. Exactly. They still got the Christmas tree up or no? They still got the Christmas tree up or no? They still got the fucking Christmas tree up or no? What the fuck? Oh, shit. Okay, we're gonna have to wrap this up. The chat is just completely worn down here. That just could never be me. Just could never be me. How are you guys worn down? I could see if you guys came out here and walked with me. That's a totally different story. We would cut you some slack and say, okay, let's take a breather. But you guys aren't doing that. So what is the excuse? Making pizza. Damn, that sounds good. But we can't afford that. What happened to that pizza guy that used to come in here? About a month ago, he came in here and he said, hey, get a pizza. And I'm like, all right. Then he came through. Shit, we'll get a pizza. Well, no, it's too late for that. Cyberpunk is much better than The Witcher 3. Yeah, I would agree on that, actually. I would say it's a much more interesting game. Yeah, Cyberpunk is a better... I mean, they're both terrible, but if we had to pick one, I would say Cyberpunk is a better game. Because, I mean, how many of these fantasy games do you play where you ride around a horse and there's nothing to do in the world? I mean, that could never be me. TikTok is getting banned confirmed. When did they confirm that? I thought it wasn't until tomorrow they might have an update. Air fryer pizza, you can't beat it. Night City is the best looking city I've seen in a video game. Too bad there's barely any interiors. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, visually, yeah, they knocked it out of the park. No, visually the game rocks. I mean, yeah, the aesthetics, all of that stuff. It's just a shame that, you know, it just wasn't. They just, the promises of what the game could have been is really what set it back. If they kept the expectations low, and you know, it was this whole idea that this is going to be this mind-blowing RPG that's going to be like, you know, the next fucking Skyrim, and it's like, well, you know, in terms of how long you're going to play it for, and it's like, it's basically just a linear story in an open world setting, and that's kind of the gist. And it's like, well, that's okay, I guess, for most normies, but it's like, that's not what they were initially setting out to do. And the next Cyberpunk and the next Witcher are going to be an Unreal Engine, which honestly might be worse because they're leaving their own engine and they're going to Unreal Engine, so, which is going to be not as it's going to be soulless. We got a loose dog over here. Holy shit. Oh my god. Damn, they were bumping that music for Thursday. They were bumping that music for Thirsty Thursday. What the fuck? They were bumping that music for Thirsty Thursday, homie. Oh shit. All gamers care about is an emotional story and graphics. Well, it seems like that is the case these days. They want a rich story with a sad ending, and that's basically all you need these days. Dude. Ain't no way GTA 6 is coming out in 2025. Well, yeah, that's the unfortunate reality. Okay, well, we're going to have to wrap this up soon, folks. We tried tonight, and, you know, we had a few people come through, which we do appreciate, of course, but the energy could have been a little bit higher here tonight. We thought we were going to have a big turnout here, but it's just too cold. Too cold. We've been out here. Plus, we went longer than we said we were going to. We said about an hour, and we've been live for nearly 2. Wait till you're on the new platform, they'll be bagging. Yeah, I know. Sad situation. Okay, folks, we're going to be wrapping this up in the next few minutes here. Winding it down. Wouldn't it be fun to do a stream where the chat like just continues to move the entire duration? Like, that would be awesome. Like, man, that'd be a lot of fun, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Some people are crying about AI frames. Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess the solution for them would be to just lower the resolution, just get a 1080p monitor at 60 frames or 120, and I think, the new graphics card should be able to obtain that in every game. Just stick to the 1080p resolution. That's clear enough. That's almost 2K. I mean, I don't... What more do you need? Like, 1080p is, that's the standard. That's you shouldn't go past that. Anything past that is a meme. Every game 1080p 60, maybe for competitive games 120 plus, but there's no need for more than that. I've said it before and I'll say it again. We need a subject list on the screen. People don't know what to talk about. What's that shit I just stepped in? Okay, well, that's not how things work. We're not bringing a list out here and then we're going to go through what to talk about. That's too much content, first of all. What the fuck? What is that? How do we know GTA 6 is delayed? Yeah, 1080p, 144 frames a second. I mean, there you go. Nice 1080p OLED. Shoot. I don't think your eyes can even comprehend anything past 4K to 8. That's what I'm saying. It's just redundant at that point. Most movies, we're not going to get into this conversation, but most movies are filmed in 2K resolution, not even 4K. So, most movies aren't even filmed in 4K yet. They put out a Blu-ray that says it's in 4K, and it's like, well, that's not. It's just upscaling. Why are you still using 1080p? Because everything will be streamed soon. Yeah. Well, the future of gaming is neural rendering. That's what NVIDIA is trying to usher in, but these neckbeards are fighting against it, and they're saying, oh, yeah, we want native. We don't want them AI magic tricks. But the future is neural rendering, where they can basically just fake all the frames. So the NVIDIA 60 series will be able to do like 500 plus frames in every game. Maybe more than that, with the way I understand it. Probably more than that by the time that comes out, and where the AI's at. Yeah, they'll be able to generate even more fake frames for you guys. That's the way I understand it, the neural rendering. That's the future of the way it is. You can stream through a MetaQuest soon with the graphics of a 4080. What? Oh, you're talking about on the GeForce Now? Elon Musk is trying to control my brain? What? Okay, buddy. Guarantee these losers wouldn't be able to tell between the fake and real. That's what I'm saying. It's like, well, then it did its job. Well, we're wrapping this up. We're running the show down here. We went overtime here, 121 minutes. I mean, if it were warmer out here, you know, that'd be one thing, but you know, the temperature's literally dropping, so yeah, gotta wrap it up. If GTA 6 was coming out this year, trailer 2 would have dropped. That's what I'm saying. Now, there's still time, I suppose, but really what's going to happen is there's going to be a delay announcement. There's going to be a delay announcement. Maybe a trailer 2 by November or December of this year. And the normies will get hyped. They'll forgive Rockstar and they'll say, oh, we love GTA 6. And it's like at that point, like, you've waited 2 or 3 years for this game on top of what you've already been waiting for. It's like, it's utterly ridiculous how this thing is not out. Like, it's insanity. Yeah, it is certainly chilly nilly out here. You know, we got the nose running. I mean, quite frankly, I'm fine. We got multiple layers on, but I will say that the legs are a little cold here. And the face is a little cold too. But that's because we're moving. If we weren't moving, we would be out here freezing our ass off. Let me tell you that. You keep it moving, and this is like a free heater. Guys, we're gonna have to wrap this up here and wrap it up in a. Oh, there's still fucking snow on the ground. What the fuck? That's crazy, homie. Alrighty, folks, this is it, and we hope you enjoyed this episode here. This high quality caliber content. Walking around in the cold, discussing the world of video games, communicating with the real folks in the chat and the fake ones. We had a lot of bots in here today. They were playing that gimmick. Oh, I'm new here, by the way. Why am I looking at the sidewalk? And it's like, okay. Well, you're not going to be looking at it much longer because we're going to get you up out of here. Jeez. I'm new. I love the content. I'm new. I love the content, by the way. Oh. Alrighty, folks. We're going to wrap it up here. Yeah, it's the same old script. I know. For 5 years, same old script. It's like, really? What the fuck? Imagine hate watching for 5+ years. That could never be me. But it could be you. With that said, we're going to wrap it up here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. And we will see you later. It's over.